your service is looking at as far as where numismatics is heading in the next 5 or 10 years?
I think that I think it's going to be very similar to what the art market has done, and that's a good model that we kind of look at. If you look at historical paintings, for example, in French Impressionism, and you look at contemporary art, modern art, mid-century, post-war, you see the trend, for example, of Warhol, and you see the value of these modern paintings relative to 100 years before, like a Monet, and you see a Warhol's worth much more. Well, somebody who's been in the business for quite some time might say that stuff is just, you know, they might not have the same respect as they would for a Monet, for example, and the Warhol's bringing much more. Well, who are we to say what's worth what? And the people who can relate to it are the people who are buying modern art, are buying modern coins. I've seen proof Franklin halves or Kennedys bring similar amounts to coins that were 100 years prior. So in my value system is I want to buy the seeded half versus the Kennedy or the Franklin, but they all have merit and they're all wonderful items. Look, Booker T. Washington's at one time were modern coins. Roosevelt's are now, you know, or Mercury dimes were modern coins at one time. Now they're very highly collectible. We get in a tremendous amount of Jefferson nickels, Washington quarters, Lincoln cents, late dates. Why people want to build these sets? They can relate to them. They have the funds. That's what they want. Similar to the art market. The art market is driven by people's tastes and desires. They'd rather have a Warhol on their wall, or a Basquiat or a Liechtenstein, rather than a Monet or a Degas. But there's something for everybody. And I think that the modern coin business is driven by a number of factors. One is you have the internet. Coins lend themselves terrific to the internet because of all the data and imaging. The second is the mints, particularly US Mint, has been probably the biggest marketer of coins in the world. Third thing is silver eagles are the most collected coin in the world now. Go figure. So they were made from 1986 in mint state and proof and all variations with reverse proofs, and now you have the burnished coin that was released at the show. So people love that. They love the continuity. That's another component, and the collector mentality is complete the set. And you can do that with modern coins. They're relatively inexpensive, they're high quality, and the mintages relatively aren't that high. So I think long term, I think there's a great trend towards that, and we're extending that worldwide. So why shouldn't there be a similar dynamic worldwide for modern coins as there are in the US? And we're seeing it across the world. And you can also correlate a country's economic conditions based on our submissions, believe it or not. So if you have the middle class growing, for example, in China, which is a great example, you'll see tremendous amount of coins come in. What are they buying? They love modern coins. They can relate to it. It's hard assets. And that trend, I think, is very healthy, and I think long term it's got a lot of legs.
If you like this video, we're sure you'll love these 3 videos. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. CoinWeek is the #1 source online for all things numismatic. Visit www.coinweek.com to take your hobby to the next level.